that will have synced everything in editing. So, like, I'll see the spike on all the waves, line them all up, and then, yeah.
Yeah, you've told me how that works before.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Baird podcast. In today's episode, we have somebody special, my sister.
Oh, okay. Hello. Hi, I'm Lauren.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Happy to have you on the podcast.
Happy to be here.
Today, we're going to talk a little bit about her successful entrepreneurial career. And I got a few questions over here that's really bright. Well, I mean, first off, what have you been watching on Netflix over quarantine?
Definitely a business question. Okay.
For sure.
I've been watching Modern Family on Netflix. That's really good. I've been watching New Girl, also on Netflix.
Well, I mean, obviously on Netflix, but what season of Modern Family are you on?
4?
Oh, yeah.
The end of season 4, I think. I'm not sure.
Nice.
I'd like to have it on while I do other things.
Oh, yeah. That's fair enough, just for some white noise or distraction.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like to start a business? I'm just going to jump right into things.
Okay. Just in general, or my experiences?
Your experience. Like, how's it been for you?
I think all things considered, I've had really, really great luck with things. Everything has fallen into place really nicely. And that's not to say it doesn't take a lot of hard work, because it does, and it's really difficult, and it can be very lonely, but it is.
Oh.
Well, but it is so worth it. And I love what I do. But yeah, it's gone really well. I mean, there's always hiccups, but nothing earth-shattering or major has happened.
So far, how many businesses have you started, and can you tell us a little bit about them?
Okay. Well, I have a media company that is called Blue Mountain Media, and I'm a photographer, so I will take pictures of the client's product or service, and then I will post on social media, so I'm also a social media manager. So I create content for businesses to share on their social media platforms. I do email newsletters, I do website design, I do SEO content writing, pretty much everything with media.
So you're
relating to running, like marketing your business online. I'm your girl. And also recently, at the end of March, I started making and selling polymer clay earrings. I've actually got on a pair right now. They're super fun to make. I love it. I love being able to work the clay with my hands and actually create something beautiful and tangible with my hands.
That's cool.
Which is something that I don't really get from my media company, because it's all online, which is also great. But I'm a very tactical person. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm a tactical person. I like to touch. I like to mold and sculpt with my hands. And my earring business has been a really great opportunity for me to do that and express my creativity in a way that it is lucrative for me.
Had you, when you were a little kid, had you ever thought you would be working in like a marketing type field? Like, had that ever been something you'd wanted to do?
No. I wanted to be a vet for the longest time. And then I think around like 1st, 2nd grade, I really wanted to be a fashion designer. And it's funny because in my head, I would draw out all sorts of outfit ideas, and I would design clothes, and I'd draw it all out.
Right.
But the name of the company that like 7-year-old me made up was called LDB Designs Inc., and that is the name of my earring business. So not really a relevant anecdote, but I just wanted to share that because I think it's cool.
That's pretty cool. So you've had the name for a while.
Yeah, the name has been around for a while. I just needed an outlet for it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but no, I never really imagined being in a marketing field. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And I mean, obviously, social media and like various mediums of media, I guess, are changing almost constantly. So where would you see your business or you in, say, like 20, 25 years kind of thing?
Oh boy, I'll be an old woman. I really want to live. I want to live in a house by a lake in like the middle of nowhere in BC somewhere with mountains. I know that's not professional, like that's not my professional goals, but that's where I want to live. And I want to have a home office and a home studio and be able to work on my clay projects. That's something that I would like to keep going.
Keep with. Cool.
Yeah, I would really like to continue with the clay and continue to grow and scale that aspect of my life. And then, I don't know, I would love to be able to hire employees for my media company. I would love to have a small staff, to be able to cater to our clients' needs.
To touch on the point of having staff, I know you're very particular in the way you do things, and that's part of the reason why your the content you produce is so like top tier. How would you find people to work for you that would be able to carry out your vision?
I have
how you want it.
No idea. I am not great at giving direction. I know how things are.
In your head?
I know how it's supposed to look in my head, but I can't explain it with words very well, and that's on me.
Words
I
are
need
hard.
to. Words are really hard. That's on me. That's something that I need to work on before I look into hiring somebody. I need to be able to convey my goals and like vision for whatever project in a really clear, concise way.
Right.
But I have no idea how I would go about hiring somebody
to have to carry out your vision.
Yeah, because sometimes my vision will change 5 or 6 times as I'm working on something.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll start out with one goal and then my mind kind of wanders and it takes me in a different path that makes more sense. And I feel like that would be a really difficult thing for someone to work for somebody who's boss, like to have a boss who is like that. That sounds horrible. I would not want to work for someone like me. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt me in like 20 years. Like, oh, don't work for this person. No. Yeah, I have no idea how I would go about hiring somebody. I would probably maybe like there's agencies that hire people. Like that is like connecting employees and employers, and I think that would be a way to go because then there's that like objective screening or whatever
so you don't
in
just
between.
get anybody.
Yeah, I think that would be the way that I would go for that.
That makes sense.
But that being said, I'm also always looking at new ways to automate parts of my business and so that I'm able to do more.
You'd kind of have to with all the stuff you're doing at the moment.
Yeah, I've got a lot going on. Yeah.
So your firstborn company, I guess, was Blue Mountain Media.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to talk a bit about like the struggles, I guess, of founding that and like building it from the ground, kind of thing? Like,
I think, yeah.
What was one of like the most difficult parts that you hadn't seen coming, like to starting a company? Like, what was something you didn't see coming, and ended up being kind of challenging?
Okay. Well, this is obviously not the case for everybody who starts a business, but I didn't go to business school, right?
Right.
I took one marketing class in university. And I mean, since then I've done some online training and I have a social media certificate. And I am a lot more qualified now than I was when I started. But I had no experience. I had nobody in my life who knew how to run a business. Or start a business. I had no idea what legal hoops I had to jump through, like what permits I needed, what tax numbers I needed, how to calculate my income tax, because that's all different when you are self-employed. And there's so much to think about. Like if self-employment is a path that I continue on, I need to start thinking about okay, well, what's my pension going to look like? How am I going to
Yeah.
set that up for myself? Because I don't have an employer to do that for me. I
Well,
need to
I
start
mean,
planning for my retirement, basically, right?
Yeah, and I mean, you wouldn't really have like workplace benefits or anything because you're kind of.
Yeah, I'm it. I'm on my own. Which is another thing, which is the second thing that it's weird talking to your other like 20-year-old friends and like all I've been thinking about all day is retirement. And we're 20 years old, and I just feel like I'm at a different place compared to some of my friends, and that's a little bit difficult sometimes too.
Well, I mean, can't really have common conversations when they're talking about like camping trips and stuff, and you're thinking about your retirement. But
yeah, I still have fun. I'm not that old. I'm not that much of an old person.
So, I mean, at the beginning of the episode when I was introducing you, I said you've had a successful entrepreneurial career, and I mean, I think that's true. Would you say you're a successful person? I guess before that question, what do you define as a successful person? Like,
I was going to define it before you even said that, so it's good.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like success is really, it's defined by your habits and what you do every day. And I don't know. I think that if you wake up in the morning with purpose and you have goals and you know what you need to get done and you actually accomplish what you need to get done and you have like good healthy habits in place, then I think that at the end of the day you can you go to sleep feeling fulfilled, right? And
right,
that would be a really great measure of success, is to wake up and to be able to, I mean, take care of myself and do well for myself. I'm not saying that I don't, because I do. But to get up in the morning and be
like fulfilled in what you do.
Yeah, be fulfilled in what you do. Like, enjoy what you do and work hard. And yeah, I think that would be success for me. Financial independence is another thing that is very important to me, but that's just me personally, how I rate my own success.
So with all of that in mind, are you successful?
Most days, I think. I've been working really hard on myself lately. And by that I mean trying to implement healthier habits and just do better for myself, and it's helped me to feel better, and as a result I get more work done, and I'm more inspired, and I'm more motivated and ready to get out there and accomplish my goals, right? And that feels like success to me. Yeah, I hope that answered your question in a
that was
very roundabout way.
That was quite a bit more than I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting like a yes or no, but that's actually really cool. So where did you find inspiration to basically say, you know what, I want to do this, I'm going to start doing this? Like, where did you find the inspiration to just start doing kind of thing and working towards your business goals and stuff like that?
Like right at the beginning, what made me want to start?
Yeah, like where did you find inspiration for that? Like what inspired you to do that?
Well, for my earring business, I was just out walking the dog one day, and I was listening to a really great podcast.
Was it the Baird show?
It was not.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
That's all good.
But it was a really great podcast, and they weren't even talking about clay earrings or anything like that, but they were talking about creating handmade products to sell online, and the idea just came to me. I had never made a pair of earrings before in my life. until I made them to sell, which is
kind of
very
crazy.
interesting. And it's crazy because I had the idea, and later that same day I went to Michael's and I bought a whole bunch of clay. Everything was open then. It wasn't shut down yet.
Pretty good timing with stuff like that.
Everything closed like 2 days later.
That's pretty lucky.
I think it was like March. It was March 31st. That I went. And everything closed down, like, seriously, 2 days later. But yeah, I had the idea, and I was like, I think I can do this. Like, this is something that I want to try doing, and things are shutting down with the pandemic happening, and there's not a whole lot going on, and I'm not supposed to go out and see my friends, and I have a lot more time at home. So this is something creative that I really want to try. So I had that idea in the morning, and then in the afternoon I went out and bought a whole bunch of supplies, and then
got it going.
That evening I posted 7 or 8 pairs on my Instagram stories on my personal account, and within like 10 minutes I had already sold 3 of them.
Oh, nice.
And it was so shocking, and I was like, oh, well,
people like
wow,
this.
People like this, which is so cool. So then I made a separate account, and my account now has, I think, 760 followers.
Oh, wow. And what's that account?
ldb.designs.inc on Instagram, and Facebook as well, if that's what you do.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. And I've fulfilled over 230 orders.
Whoa.
And most of those orders are for multiple pairs, and I've been doing it it's the 31st, 2 months exactly today, actually.
Oh, happy 2-month birthday to your business.
To my business, thank you. So it's like 230 orders in 2 months.
That's really impressive.
That's crazy. I never expected it to do that, and I'm so excited that it has, because it's motivating me to work with this new medium, because I really wasn't experienced with clay beforehand, and it's been really great to create this art that people can wear and people love it. And that's again, I got really distracted because I just got excited talking about it.
Well, that's all good.
What was the original question? Because I got to answer it for my media company now.
The original question was, where did you find inspiration to start doing, basically? It was, I kind of fumbled the question. Like, what inspired you to start? Obviously, a good podcast can help with that. But, so what was it that inspired you to start your businesses?
The earring one was just, the idea just came to me, and I just went for it. I'm very much the kind of person that when I get an idea in my head and I feel strongly enough about it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it immediately. And I'm going to go all in, and it's going to happen, and I'm going to make it happen. Which is why I think why the earring business has been so successful is because I've gone all in, right?
The determination for sure helps with that, yeah.
And that doesn't mean that I don't have moments where I doubt myself and like...
Well, yeah.
I was freaking out before I posted any earrings. I was like, fair. Are people even going to want these? Like, what am I doing? I just spent however much money at Michael's. Is this going to be a waste of my time? But, everybody has moments where they doubt themselves. But sure. I think it's super important to, get back up, talk some sense into yourself, and just...
try again.
Get her done, right?
Nice.
The inspiration for my other business, the media company, I was a retail employee in a little family-owned jewelry store that didn't have a great online presence. And there wasn't a whole lot of foot traffic going on in there in the summertime, and I didn't have anything to do one day, so then I approached the owner and said, hey, I think you need an update on your website, and, I think they had a Facebook page, but they didn't have Instagram, and the Facebook page had, 13 likes or something like that.
Oh.
There was not an audience there. And he had agreed with me, and that was a project that we took on, and recreated their website, completely redid their website, and then created an Instagram page and started working on the Facebook page. And I already had a camera, so I was coming in to take pictures of the rings and the necklaces and earrings and things that were going to be shared on social media. So it really just started as something to pass the time during these shifts at the store. And then I thought, well, hey, if I've been so successful in helping this business with their online presence.
Why not help some more?
Yeah. Why can't I help some more businesses? Yeah, and that's kind of where that came from.
That's pretty cool. And I mean, with both your businesses, they both are kind of reliant on various forms of social media. But would you say the like pandemic and everything has had an effect on your business? Obviously, I guess because you do everything in-house, like you do your photo shoots and like you take all the photos.
Mm-hmm.
That would obviously have some effect. But would you say it's had like an effect on like growing your business?
I actually joined a trade organization with my media company that has put me in touch with a lot of great clients, and I've had a lot of work come in through that. So
okay.
I've actually been busier more now than ever because businesses are turning to selling their products online. They're looking to engage with their audiences online when they can't do that in like person, when it's not possible and safe to do it in person. So that's been a really great opportunity for my media company.
Well, that's cool. I guess
and the earring business didn't exist before the pandemic, so
it's given you some time to get some stuff done. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, would you agree that you need money to make money? I guess with your business, the polymer clay thing, you obviously had to buy the clay, start somewhere. Mm-hmm. With your media company, you had your camera already, but would you say that that's a true statement?
To an extent, yes. I think a more accurate statement would be you need skills to make money.
All right.
Because, I mean, I also tutor on the side, and I have not spent any money.
Right.
With that. And, I mean, I post an ad on Kijiji outlining my skills and experiences, and my skills are what make me money.
Right.
Right? I didn't need an initial investment there. So with something like that, I would say, no, you need skills to make money. But with any type of retail sales or manufacturing or anything like that, well, obviously you need money for supplies. You need,
the means to make it.
Yeah, you need inventory. You would need to invest some money in order to make money.
So, I guess your point of view is that it's not necessarily like a blanket statement. There's like some elements where it's true and some where it's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Let's see, where are we on the questions? This is really bright. What are a few things, because obviously you're super busy, you're running 2 companies, you're tutoring people. What would you say, like, are a few things that have helped you stay sane? Seems a bit strong, but, like, what has helped you stay sane?
Am I sane?
Yeah. First of all, are you sane?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was pretty hesitant, but...
I mean, I feel it's only something that I've started doing lately, but I've noticed such a huge result that I feel like I need to talk about it a little bit. It's called the 5 to Thrive, and it's something that I read about on Rachel Hollis's Rise podcast, on her podcast. I always listen to her podcast when I walk. It's really great, and it pumps me up and makes me feel really good and excited and motivated to get stuff done.
Shout out to Rachel.
Yeah, shout out Rachel Hollis. Amazing podcast, by the way. But she has 5 things that she implements in her life and tells her viewers to implement in their lives that really make a difference in your habits and how you approach your day. One of those things is drinking enough water. Yeah, there you go. And I mean, yes, you have to pee all the time, but you feel so much better if you drink a lot of water. I've been getting up at 5:30. I did this whole week, getting up at 5:30 in the morning, and I've found that I'm actually most productive when it comes to my media company from about like 6 till 9 are my most productive, most focused hours. And being able to put in that solid chunk of time has really, it really feels good, because then you get something accomplished early in the morning, and then it's feels... 9 in the morning and you've already put in 3 hours of really, really great work.
And it fuels the rest of your day,
and
kind of thing.
It does, right? Yeah. And it's really wonderful, and I have loved doing that so far. I've only been doing it a week, but I
had heard that, like, there's this one Navy SEAL that had been on one of the podcasts I listened to. I can't even remember which podcast he was on, but he continues to wake up at 4, and it's because you're up before everyone else. You have time to focus on, like, something you want. And one of his main views is that if you basically just track your time, you see when you're most productive. Then if you work during those times, you'll be free elsewhere. And that kind of sounds like what you've been doing.
Mm-hmm. But, I'm not getting up at 4.
Well, yeah. 4 is a little early, yeah.
A little bit much, yeah.
But you said there were 5 things. There's the water. Was waking up
earlier, and I mean, she says to wake up an hour earlier than you normally would and spend that hour working on yourself. But I've found that my most productive times are early.
You just move yourself to later.
I mean, I wake up and I work and I love it.
That's cool.
And I can't remember what the other ones are. Oh, move your body for 30 minutes every day. So I've been taking the dog for really long walks, and it's not a high intensity workout, but
Maggie likes it.
She likes it, and I mean, I walk quickly and I listen to my podcast and I bring a water bottle so I get my water intake in, right? And it just feels really good. Yeah, it just makes you feel a lot better. I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah. All right, so we have another segment on the podcast left, and that is Thing of the Week.
So exciting.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first. Show me your thing.
It's not.
Show me your thing.
Oh, really? You had to go there with it.
Sorry.
Sorry, Mom. My Thing of the Week is not a thing. It is an app. I have been playing so much Minecraft.
Oh boy.
My Thing of the Week would have to be Minecraft. I played it when I was younger on, like, the school laptops because we got, like, the subscription to it. And over quarantine, I got it again. I've been playing it, and it's honestly kind of nice to, once I'm done my work for the day, I'll obviously go outside, get some exercise, go for a bike ride or whatever. But then just to have, like, play Minecraft for hour maybe, and then can just kind of relax for the rest of the evening, helps me unwind, I guess. I don't know.
That's cool.
It's been a lot of fun. So, what is your Thing of the Week?
Well, I actually brought, like, a physical product thing, but as soon as you said app, that made me think of another app that I found that's really cool. Can I share 2 things?
You can have 2 things of the week.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
That's gonna be anyone that's just listening to this podcast. I'm so sorry, because you just went right into the mic.
Oh, sorry. I leaned forward to grab my Thing of the Week.
Don't grab your thing.
What camera should I show it to?
I mean, either one, that one or that one.
It is a Glossier Super Bounce facial serum. I've been using it for about, I want to say, like 3 weeks. And I have never had a skincare product that has made such a noticeable positive improvement in my skin ever. And I say that in all seriousness. It is the best skincare product that I have ever tried. It makes your skin feel... I'm just getting so excited I'm stumbling over my words.
Words are hard.
Words are so hard. But it makes my skin feel very firm and tight and glowy, and it's amazing. So thank you, Glossier, for that. Amazing. I mean, I bought it. Thank you, but it's
Thank you for taking my money.
Thank you for taking my money and sending me something. That's how shopping works.
Thanks.
Thanks for providing.
You heard it here, folks. That's how shopping works.
Thank you for providing me with an average shopping experience.
Oh my gosh.
The other thing is an app that I found. It's called All Trails. And I've been looking into different hikes that I want to go on this summer because
cool.
I just got a park pass and I'm really excited about it, like a national or provincial park pass. So I'm actually going to Whiteshell Park tomorrow, and we're gonna do a hike. But yeah, the app is called All Trails, and you can look up your city or area, and it will give you a whole list of the trails, the length of the trail, the elevation gain in the trail.
Really cool.
If it's dog friendly, if it's stroller friendly, if it's if it's a hard hike or if it's a good for beginners, or if it's a hard hike because like a lot of up and down and rough terrain.
I mean,
if it's
Manitoba, there's not going to be that much up and down. We're kind of prairie.
Yeah,
but...
well. And then people can rate it and leave reviews. So I was looking at a trail this morning, and there was someone who had been there like 8 hours ago.
Oh, wow.
And they left a review, and they said that like a certain part of the trail was really muddy, which I think is great.
Well, yeah.
And it also gives you weather predictions for the area for like 3 days in advance. You can download the trail, you can save it, you can like...
That's really cool.
It's really cool, especially like if you want to get into hiking. Oh, they have biking trails on there too, which
I might have to check that out. I was thinking that actually, yeah.
Yeah, so like hiking, biking, if you want to go bird watching, that'll... there's trails for that, but I haven't actually used it yet, but I've just looked at it a lot.
Maps are cool.
And I'll
give you
very excited to try it when I go to like tomorrow.
Nice.
So those are my 2 products of the week.
All right.
Yeah.
That pretty much concludes the podcast. Thank you so much for coming on, spending your time talking to me about your business. And
thank you for having me. This is fun.
I don't know how to end it. Peace. Sure.
No.
That's definitely going to be the last thing in the podcast now.
It better not be.
It was fun. Thanks so much for joining or watching or whatever you did to hear us talk to you. See you in the next one.
Bye.